This is lesson 4 of my publishing bootcamp. Hello, my name is Sophie. I am an author, I am a publisher, I'm a former literary agent, former bookseller, and I'm an editor. I know a fair bit about books and publishing, and I'm here to share what I know with you. So you've done some reading to figure out what else is available, particularly in your genre and for your audience, and you have decided on what your audience wants and needs and what you can offer them that's going to fulfill a gap perhaps in what they have already available to read. And then you have thought about what is going to be different about the story you plan to write or the nonfiction you're writing, and that is going to be the hook that makes your manuscript different to everything else that's available. So now you need to start writing. Now, if this is your first manuscript, you're probably not going to know what sort of writer you are. We often hear of writers referred to as plotters or pantsers, pretty much as it sounds. So you're either going to plot your way into it or you're going to write by the seat of your pants. You may well not know which sort of writer you are until you start writing, and that's totally fine. You can take your time. The first draft you're writing is never going to be the final. You can write your way into the sort of writer you are going to be. I thought I was a pantser. I used to set off pantsing thinking that that was the way to do it, and I am very much a planner more than a plotter. I don't plot through to the end of the manuscript, but I do plan a fair way ahead. I do a lot of planning documents. It took me a little while to find out that that's what worked for me because I had these ideas of what else I should be doing. So don't panic if you don't know which sort of writer you are. Be patient with yourself and take the time to find out. But what I will say is that if you are trying to be one sort of writer and you are actually another, it will affect the quality of the writing, because what you will be doing is trying to shoehorn yourself into some idea or ideal of a writer that is not you. And I'm here to tell you there is no one right way to write. I write on public transport. That's not all my writing on public transport, but 20 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes after work, I get a lot done that way. That works for me, but that is my nature to write quickly. I was like that at school. I studied quickly and then I needed breaks. So remembering what I was like as a student actually really helped me as a writer, and that may be a tip for you as well. So think about how you used to study when you're at school, how you do most tasks. Do you do them in spurts of energy and then you need some time off? Do you tend to take your time slowly to map your way through things? As I said, there is no one right way to do it. I really encourage you to be patient with yourself, try to step outside of yourself and see what works for you, and then apply that. Don't look at anyone else. No one else is going to be able to write for you. No one else knows you the way you know yourself. So steer your own course. Don't listen to other people. Do what works for you and keep writing, or rather start writing, because we're at the start of the process in this publishing bootcamp. All right, see you next time. Bye.